Alright, so guess what? I'm at my second client's house. I always make her the best dinner I can when I'm here. So let me show you what we got on the menu tonight that I just freestyled. So today, what are we making? What do you think this is? Oh, this is something that everybody knows. We have our straight up ground beef in here. These are sauteed onions. Onions sauteed in butter with salt and pepper. Alright, this one, in case you're wondering what this is in every meatball soup, a meatloaf recipe. There's some kind of breadish product, whether it's crackers, breadcrumbs, bread, whatever the fuck, and then some kind of dairy product. It doesn't have to have lactose, but something like, to make a thing that is a binder. In Italian, we call it panache, I believe. Yeah, panache. So it's bread soaked in milk, basically. So I used hot dog buns because she had extra that were starting to go dry. So you don't want like all this shit ton of milk. You just want it to be soft and squishy because you're using it like a binder, filler. It's going to make it more, it's for texture, really. Makes it a little bit lighter, makes it more like a loaf, right? You can use a multitude of things. We utilized our stale bread dough, our bread roll. Hot dog rolls. Now, what's next? What's N-X-E-T? It's me, Warren, to the motherfucking D. Oh, no, sorry. Not Warren, it's me. I'm going to do some ketchup. You can flavor this shit a million different ways, so do you however you want. Which is whatever's your flavor, neighbor, go for it. Little bit of the American people, bright ass yellow dye number 42 mustard. And I always do a touch of olive oil because all of our ground beef is like super lean these days. I'm gonna put Parmesan cheesies. Okay. What else do we got here? Oh yeah, chili powder. I found oregano. I found garlic powder. Good amount of that. Everybody loves garlic. Regular black pepper, good amount. All your seasonings should be pretty pronounced. Paprika should be pretty pronounced. So, feel free to go like, I don't want to say heavy on everything, but you know what I mean? Ground cayenne pepper. Like obviously cayenne, I just want a little, and everything else I would go. She likes Mrs. Dash. I was going to use up some Mrs. Dash. I haven't had this stuff in a hot minute, but Pop used to put it on everything, so I know it's alright. There we go. So, what are we looking at right now? Looks like this, right? I'm going to get some glovies on, or maybe I'll just do it with this. I don't fucking know. Usually I do it by hand, but let's see if I can mix it with this shit without making a big ass to do. Because usually I mix it by hand when I'm doing a shit ton of it. Oh, I'm still going to have to form it by hand, but alright, so I've loosely mixed that stuff. Now I'm going to do one whole egg. Did you catch that one-handed egg flip, or one-handed egg crack? And then I'm going to do one extra, just the yolk. Actually, I'm going to put 2 more yolks in there. Because why? What does the eggs do? They help make it like a loaf one, but lesser than, which is in the egg yolk, is called an emulsifier, which means it's going to keep my fat and my liquid together. Instead of just all the grease running off down the side, it's going to make it juicy and bind. Alright, damn, why did I take this off?
For the few that did, 32,000 failed to show up. Many were illegally, others, the report says, end up in crime or victims of it. Quote, without an ability to monitor the location and status of unaccompanied children, ICE has no assurance.
Alright, so we're going to finish mixing everything together, and like I mentioned before, I find it easiest to just throw on a pair of gloves and get rid of this one. Finish the mixies by hand. Then you get your, your feels up in there. If it's too loose, gotta have a little bit more dry. If it's too wet, you know what I'm saying? But I think this is looking pretty damn good, to be quite honest. So I can squeeze up that bread a little bit more because that was a big old piece. Alright. And now, I don't have a loaf pan that I can find where I'm at, so we're going to use her casserole dish. And we're just going to splat. 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 Yeah, just gonna even it out here. See? So it's a little meat patty. I don't know. It's not a loaf pan, but and it's gonna go in the oven at what? 350. Being that it's more shallow than your average loaf pan, I'm gonna check it after like 35 minutes and see if it's done. We'll see. Hopefully I'll remember to take a picture right before we put it in the oven, which is gonna be in a second now. You spread some glaze on the top, which in this glaze, I think I just used like brown sugar, ketchup, Worcestershire, mustard, salt, pepper. I don't know. Your tangy barbecue without it being cooked at all. See? Now I'm just gonna spread that all over the top and the sides. And it's going to kind of protect the top from burning, like it creates that crust, but it'll also be soaking down into the juice the whole time, into everything the whole time it's cooking. You know, it makes it taste delicious.
I had a dream. I got everything I wanted.